everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my September update of my Project Pan Shop My Stash series. This series is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, but how it works is every month or so I go through my collection and I select products to work on. That's like the Shop My Stash part of this. And I work on those products for a month, so I'm not always necessarily pulling for the same things. I try to work through my collection pretty evenly, I guess I'd say. And I work with those products alongside of like the products that I am currently panning, plus like other things here and there. And I have to use everything that I selected for that round at least 5 times. And once I use it 5 times, I can roll it out the next month. If I don't use it 5 times, I just have to keep it in for another month until I hit the 5 uses on it. That's pretty much how it works. It's just a way for me to go through my collection and make sure that I'm not always just using the same things over and over again. Because to be honest, I probably would just go for the typical things that I always choose. It makes it easy. I'm always like kind of rushing through my makeup these days. This gets me going through my collection and using other things. I don't have a huge collection, but nonetheless, this is a good exercise for me. So what I'm gonna do first is just go through the products that I used last month and tell you how many times that I used them. So the first thing is my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So currently I'm using a tinted moisturizer in my Project Pan, but I wanted something with a little bit more coverage. I have perioral dermatitis, which is just some redness and bumps and dry skin around my mouth, and it flared up a little bit this past month, and so I just wanted something with a little bit more coverage on days when that like wasn't looking good. Now, you're not really supposed to wear makeup when you are dealing with a flare-up of perioral dermatitis, but I still had to go into the office and I didn't feel like going in with my face looking a little not so great. So I pulled this in a few times just for that extra coverage, and I wore it 8 times. I love this foundation. Every time I work on it in a Shop My Stash or a Project Pan or just in general, I am reminded how much I love it. So that was a great one for me. And then I also had a rollover from August. This is the OG Sculpted Face Stick in the shade Amber, and I used this 2 additional times to get the 5 uses on it, and I do really enjoy this. I just forget to use it. I'm wearing it today, and I do like how it sculpts out my cheekbones. That's kind of like my favorite place to put it, is just like right here. So happy to have gotten the 5 uses on that one. 3 things, I used all 3 of these 10 times. First is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. And this one is just a staple in my collection. I love this one. The pan size is huge. I keep thinking literally every time I roll it into one of these projects that I'm gonna hit pan on it, and I never do. So one day, but love that one. I also love this Ciate London Marbled Light blush in the shade Dusk. I just think this is such a beautiful color. Wearing this one today as well. This is another one where I'm like, I have no idea when I'll ever hit pan on it, but it is so beautiful and I love how it looks on the cheeks. So happy to have used that one 10 times. And then I also used this Urban Decay highlight in the shade Sin 10 times, which I was dipping around where the pan is. So hopefully I increased the pan size on that one a little bit. But big fan of all 3 of those face products. And then I also used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray 8 times. It's like my favorite setting spray ever. So that one wasn't hard to use. Something that was a little bit harder to use was this NYX liner. I'm just like not wearing a ton of eyeliners, and I have the Avon eyeliner in my Project Pan that I like really wanted to be focusing on. And so I only wore this one twice because it was kind of hard to put it in between trying to use that Avon liner, but I think I'll be able to get uses because I realized today when I was putting on that this could be really cool in my inner corner, which I obviously wouldn't put the black Avon liner there. So I'm thinking I'll be able to get 3 more uses doing it that way next month. So this one will be sticking around for the next month. Another one that will be sticking around for the next month is this City Lips lip gloss in the shade Sun Diego. I only wore this twice. I felt like this looked a little like clumpy on the lips. Clumpy is not the right word because it wasn't clumpy, just thick. It looked a little thick on the lips. So I think I just need to like put on my chapstick first and then put a little bit less of this on, and I think I'll like it a lot better because the shade of this was really, really pretty. I know it's like a lip plumping gloss. I felt it, but I didn't really notice it. So that I'm not really so much concerned with, but like I said, I like the shade. I just think I need to sheer it out for it to look a little bit better, but I need to get 3 more uses on that one. So that one is also going to be rolled into this next month. 2 lip products that I did hit 5 uses on. One is this Black Honey shade from Clinique. I think I only needed like 1 or 2 uses on this. It got rolled over from last month. Was able to get those pretty easily. Really pretty shade. I love that one. And then the other one is this Merit lipstick. I don't know what the name of this is, but I think this is an absolutely gorgeous shade. I'm wearing it today on top of chapstick to sheer it out a little bit, but this one I got 5 uses on pretty quickly because I really like it. One more lip product that's going to be sticking around is my Rare Beauty Matte Lip Cream in the shade Brave. I used this 3 times, so I need to get 2 more uses on it. It's such a pretty shade, and I do really love it. I think I was just focused on getting the 5 uses on these maybe, that I didn't wear it as much as I thought I would. I did have a lot of lip products in this round, so maybe that's why, because I'm also working on a chapstick and a lip gloss in my project pan, so it was just trying to spread the wealth across all of these, but I only got 3 uses on it, so I need to get 2 more, but that will be pretty easy because it's October and it'll be the perfect time to wear this. That is it for the update on where everything stands. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back, and I'll select new products to work on this next month. I have the products that are sticking around this month right here. We're gonna go ahead and select some new products to work on. Starting first with base. I wanna pull in something a little bit fuller coverage again, so I either have this NARS foundation or this Smashbox one. I've been debating on if I should declutter this Smashbox one, so I think I'm actually gonna pull it in and test to see if I still want to declutter it. I don't know, so I'm gonna start there. I don't need a face powder because I've been working on my Hourglass face powder in my project pan, but of course I do need a bronzer again. I obviously just worked on the Marc Jacobs bronzer and then this OG complexion stick. I think I just recently worked on this Guerlain one in one of the more recent rounds. I don't have a ton obviously to choose from. I do want to pick up some new bronzers but before the end of the year, either at Sephora or Ulta. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna pull in this Milani bronzer. I don't have pan on any of the 3 of these, so it's not like any of them are close to being done, but I also just feel like 3 is kind of boring to rotate through and I'd like to have more options. So I think I'll pick up some new ones, but who knows? I haven't really been doing much makeup shopping this year, to be honest. All right, I need a highlight. I don't know. Let's see, I just was working on this one. I think I was working on Soft and Gentle the month before, so I'm gonna take those out. I feel like Cookie's such like a pink shade. It's not really like fall. And I feel like this NARS shade is like such like a white, almost comes off green. It's more of like January, February vibes to me. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's kind of how I feel. So either I'm gonna pull in this Jaclyn Hill highlight or my Becca Champagne Pop. I think I'll do, let's do Becca Champagne Pop. Pull that one in. Then we need a blush, which I do wanna pull in one of these OG blushes in addition to a powder blush. This is in the shade Topaz. I think I've worked on that one before in this project. Or in the shade Carnelian. Let's choose Carnelian, and then I'm also gonna pick, maybe I'll pick this Too Faced blush because this is another thing that I've been thinking about decluttering, so we'll see how this one works. If it does not work well, then it will get decluttered. I have a huge pan on that one though. I'm gonna skip liners and eyeshadow because we obviously know that I'm still working on a liner from last month and I have plenty of eyeshadows to work on from my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. But up here, let's see, I do need a setting spray. I only have 2 right now, so I'm gonna pick Urban Decay All Nighter. It's another thing, I should probably pick up a new setting spray to work on. And then I do want like a stick lipstick. And which one do I want to pick? Maybe something from down here. I honestly don't even know what brand this is from, but it's Dolce de Leche, and I think that'll look really cute this time of year. So that is the one that I'm going with. Let's talk about everything that I picked out for this month. So Smashbox foundation, Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. We got this Milani bronzer, this Too Faced blush with also this OG blush, and the Becca Champagne Pop highlight. And then for liner, keeping around this NYX liner, and then the Rare Beauty matte lip cream, the City Lips lip gloss, and then the new lipstick that I just picked out in Dolce de Leche. And like I said, I think maybe it's Laura Geller. Maybe that's what this is. But yeah, that's it. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I enjoy all of these products this next month, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.